Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Battlefield Waltz, continuing Nikkei's route. We're in Nikkei's route now, right? I don't remember, guys. It's been a few days. I recorded on Friday. It's Tuesday now. I don't usually do my Atome games over the weekends. I am trying to record in advance because I will. No, well, I'm back from vacation by the time this goes up, but like, I'm preparing. And like, I sat here yesterday. I had to take a shower, so I didn't record during lunch. And then, like, at the end of the day, I was just so freaking exhausted from just work and the universe and everything. It was a shitty day. It was horrible. I mean, that's not true. I got some new shoes. But, like, that was the highlight of the day. But I got those new shoes because Irregular Choice is, well, they're probably closed down now completely, which is devastating. Like, I mean, they maybe at this point they're still running their clearance sales to, like, clear out inventory. Well, they said the website's gonna, no, I don't know. But, like, they're my favorite, and they're going out of business, and, like, what the fuck? So, like, yay, new shoes, but also, no, but I'll never be able to buy from, have we talked about this? I don't know. So it's just, and then everything, this whole place is on fire. We're in the bad place, guys, and everything sucks. Oh, dear God. Seriously, everything sucks. I should be looking forward to my vacation, and I'm like, I really do need it, because I just want to get drunk every fucking day. I'll probably cry a lot. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so I don't remember where the fuck we were, because yesterday was I took like a 30-minute nap on the couch, like, and then I couldn't sleep last night, of course. Anyway, he's gone already. Normally I load it up and I'm like, yeah, this is where we were, and I'm like, I don't know. I looked around and sighed. He should have had his right hand healed. Oh, okay, I know where we were. Nikkei got cut fighting Leonidas in practice, and then we brought him to put bandages on. Mephisto wasn't there, and then Mephisto's like, I can magic, and he's like, fuck no, and ran away. So, interesting. Put a pin in that. Like, are we gonna find out if there's like, he's an aversion to magic or something, or, you know, I don't know. Don't you bite my headset. Don't you dare. Just stop it. Anyway. So there we go. Now I know where the fuck we are. I will give you patties, but just don't bite me, okay? It was a little louder than usual that day in class. It had been changed to a special lecture by Instructor Modesto. I want to leave. I hate this bookish stuff. And then shut up and take a nap. The soldiers don't need to care about money. Yes, we do, you idiot. You'll use it to buy weapons or hire soldiers and mercenaries. Money helps you fight better. Also, like, you need to care about money, because how are you going to afford to survive, dumb fuck? Were you going to live in a tent in the woods? God, is that what you want, Posh? Oh! God, no! Give me back Abel and Lustin, my kings. Quite literally. Lustin's right, Posh. Economic development isn't completely separate from war, and this is something we must learn. Yeah. Oh, that's me. Look, Yuriana showed up and I just assumed. I didn't know he had classes like this. I whispered to Yuriana, sitting next to me. We sometimes have these classes. Have you met Instructor Modesto before? Yeah, I mean briefly before he died. He was at the trial, but he never introduced himself. I think? I don't think I have. No, of course. Instructor Modesto actually has no battlefield experience. He was a noble from Milvaria, and he was hired as a financial auditor for Nirvana. He only lectures us about finances twice a year, so we don't see him much otherwise. So, is he gonna die again in this route? Because, like... Also, then, this makes me feel like... I mean, I don't know what else is gonna come out. Nikkei's route's locked, right? Until you do Abel's route. did Modesto show up and die in Abel's route? I feel like they should have introduced Modesto as like a passing side character before they like, hey, here's a passing side character in the route that we kill him in. And it's like, because, okay. You know what I mean? But now they're introducing him here like he and it's like, because like look at Leonidas, right? He was a passing character. He didn't show up a lot in routes, but he was in the common route. So then when he dies in Pasha's route, it makes a impact. You know? I mean, yes, his character is tied more to Pasha's character, but like, and Modesto's not really tied to anybody, but I feel like if you had this class or something in like, you know, I mean, I guess it's important to Nikkei's route potentially, but I feel like if you had met him or, you know, oh, and then there's this guy in the trial or something in passing, they showed him whatever, then when they brought him back, it wouldn't be like, oh, he's definitely gonna die, he's cannon fodder. Because you're a random character with a sprite that we've never met before until in the middle of the route, yet dead. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like... So this is one of those times after, like, Pasha's route and Posh fighting what amounts to Abel's father. Like, I feel like the route order is questionable. You know? So, like, I do feel like Pasha's route would have made more sense before Abel's, because fighting what's his face is like, but that's what? You know, I still feel weird about that, and it's just like, it would have felt less weird if you did Posh before you did Abel, right? But now this, and I'm like, I don't know how this route's gonna go, and maybe it'll make no big difference. But it's like, well, but now we're being introduced to a character that in Abel's route we killed off? I feel like it was in Abel's route. And it's like, why is Abel's route the first one? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And again, it's only right this second. So there might be other things and you're like, okay, yeah, no, it makes more sense that we did Abel before Nikkei. But I do still feel like they could have introduced Modesto as a passing character. Even at the trial or something, had him say something. Maybe they did and I just don't remember him. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But like, they just flag him as like, oh yeah, you're cannon fodder. And I feel like that takes away from stuff, you know, a little bit. Like Leonidas, he was not cannon fodder and then all of a sudden he was. And you're like, rude, you know? Like Modesto, you're like, am I supposed to give a fuck? Because like you introduced him 2 seconds before he died. Like, whatever. So, like, now if he dies, it's like, whatever, this is what I've expected from this game, so. Leonidas I'd still be upset about, though, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Anyway. No, he's here. Stand. Good morning, students. Today you'll learn about war and money. I don't remember the voice we gave him, and he's really not that important. I mean, maybe he's important to this route. Maybe he's from wherever Nikkei's from, or he's tied to Nikkei's family. You know what I mean? Nikkei's got a lot of secrets, but like, war cannot be sustained by passion alone. See, Posh? To gather sufficient forces, significant funding is required. You must understand the implications of this. Now be seated. Class is starting. The class was challenging, but incredibly educational. I knew that war required money and that this significant funding supported Nirvana. But the reality was much more complicated. I wish that war didn't exist, but then our existence would be meaningless. You'd find other meaning to your existence. This is a very problematic statement right about now. Like, if there's no war, I have no meaning in my life. Find something else to do. Pick up a hobby. No. There is no fucking universe in which war existing is the only meaning for your existence. That should be acceptable. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, I get it. To be like, fuck no. There's like red flags all over this ship. We're sailing a fleet right now with this sentence. No, I don't like it. Nuh-uh. Like, holy shit. I mean, yes, in the scheme of the game, but it's one of those things that you're like, no. This should never be uttered together in a sentence and, like, have anyone believe that this is true. No. No. Like, being like, well, we only created tanks because of war. That's the only meaning to a tank's existence. Yeah, sure, but it's a tank. It's an inanimate object. But people should never, ever, 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 ever fucking be like, the only meaning to my existence is fighting in wars. Yeah, we're gonna need to deprogram you, robot. What the fuck? But it feels wrong to hope for war only to justify our existence, so it feels wrong that you even said that sentence! And this one! I listened to Instructor Modesto while thinking about that. I mean, the whole point of this game is kind of like red flaggy, where you're like, there's just a school for war, and No! No! I mean, you have boot camp and shit for, like, militaries and stuff like that, so theoretically, I mean, this is not, like, you know, far out there, but, like, it's still, like, when you get down to it, you're like, yeah, but, you know, we shouldn't be like, yeah, awesome! Somebody should be like, you know, why, though? Why? I mean, can we all just collectively go, yeah, maybe not. Maybe this is fucking stupid. Yeah, you think it, we think it, I think it, we all think it's stupid, right? Okay. And stop doing it. I don't know. Now then. Morning classes had finally ended. I wondered if I should eat lunch in the cafeteria or head into town. Did I say cafeteria? I think I was saying cafeteria but it came out cafeteria, and it sounded like I said cafeteria. Oh. I know that's not what I was saying, but that's the way it sounded, and I don't like it. No. Anyway, Yurion is busy with her student duties, so... As I walked through the courtyard, Nikke came out of the hallway. No wonder. Oh. Hi, Nikke. How's your injury? You worry too much. It's just a scratch. I do like the fact that they keep the Band-Aid on him. But Instructor Leonidas is tough. I was hoping it hadn't gotten worse after that. It's fine. Nikke glanced at his right hand and smiled. Oh, right. I remembered when Nikke declined my invitation of lunch together. Hey, Nikke, have you had lunch already? If not, let's go into town together. Huh? Do you remember I told you about this bakery run by an old lady? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I'm not forcing you to come with me. No, I'll go. I was honestly surprised. If Yuriana were here, she'd tease me for being surprised even though I invited him. Yay! Let's go then! Sure. Was the yay necessary? Yes and no. Like, no, girl, place some cards close to the vest. Do you know what I mean? Like, yay, let's go! What was that? But also, it's kind of cute because now he knows that you want to hang out with him, and maybe he'll get that through his stupidly thick, stupidly little skull. I don't know. There she is. We found a small cart located slightly off Main Street. That old lady? Yep, there aren't that many varieties, but they're all so yummy. So it's good then. I have high hopes. Hello. Hello there. The bread I bought the other day was really tasty, so I'm here to buy more. Oh my, thank you very much. Just like before, there were 3 types of bread in a well-ironed white cloth. There was plain bread, one with jam, and one with ham and cheese. This time I tried the one with jam, so I'll go for the ham and cheese this time. That'll be 3 lira. Here you go. Like, this bitch is essentially just making fucking Wonder Bread sandwiches. I'm like, hi, ma'am. It's my first time here, but... Nikke examined the bread, unsure of which to choose. So he asked the old lady. It's funny, like, what kind of ham and cheese bread? It's a fucking sandwich. What kind of jam is this? Today it's fig. Oh, I knew it. Then I'll have this one. It's literally toast. Like... The jam bread is 2 lira. Thanks. Thank you very much. Can I ask you something? Do you open up shop every day, or do you have set days for it? I don't have any set days. Sorry about that.
My back has been hurting lately, so it's hard for me to pick up the fruits for the jam.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope you'll take care. We'll come again.
Come back any time.
Where should we eat? How about the port? Yeah. And there's a table over there. Oh, we need something to drink. Hey, there's a juice shop there. I'll go buy something. What would you like? Oh, wait. You obviously can't see the menu from here. We'll just have whatever you're having. Are you sure? Then I'll go buy some. I'll save a seat for us. Okay, thanks. He's buying us a drink. Fortunately, a table was open. While it didn't boast as many as Main Street, the port was a host to restaurants of its own. On sunny days, chairs and tables would be set out for dining with a sea view. He looks kind of different. I watched Nikkei walk towards the juice shop. Nikkei was always kind. He sat in the corner of the classroom and wasn't particularly close to anyone. Diligent in his studies, he always managed to answer the instructor's questions, except I still can't forget about it. The day when we trained together, the sunset was a brilliant red. You should forget about it. Something about Nikkei felt off, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. So I only have one hand, as we know. Oh, never mind. No, okay, it's fine. My bird is pressed against my hand, my left hand. And normally he just sits there and he chills. No, he is dead fucking asleep. He's got his little eyes closed. It's so fucking adorable.
Just sleepy boy. Oh, you know he's talking to you.
He was totally asleep, and then I started talking to you in the normal voice, not my reading voice. And he kind of boop, eyes popped open, and then was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I wasn't talking to you. You know when I talk to you, because I talk to you like this. Unless you're being an asshole, and then I yell at you. And then I talk to you in the angry voice, but that's not going to do that, because you're so precious. Oh, you're so sleepy boy. Oh, you're so cute. My hand is in a very awkward position, but you're so sleepy and cute. You had a very adventurous day. You were trying to do work earlier. Birds who code.
I have 2 work laptops now. Only because I'm moving. They sent me a new one because my old one's going to be decommissioned, so whatever. But I haven't put all the stuff on my new one that I need to, so But while I'm doing some stuff at work, I'm doing some testing stuff, helping out another group. I'm I'm using both of them. So I have my old one doing one thing, my new one connected to my monitor, so I got 3 monitors going. So I'm going back and forth on 2 computers. Well, I had them set up, and I was on my old computer, because that's where my headset's hooked up. So on a meeting on that one, while the other one's open, and my bird's sitting and poking around on the keyboard on the new computer, and I'm like, are you trying to work? He's done it before. We'll get on the keyboard and run around he tries to chew the keys. And I'm like, not on the new computer. On the old computer, rip those keys off. No fucks given. But it's just so funny. It's because it's warm, but it's it's so funny because it's you're just sitting on the keys. And I'm like, it's cute. It's adorable. Trying to teach you how to type so that when I want to pretend that I'm doing shit and I'm not, I'll put up a Word doc and you just jump on the keys and type shit. And then they'll think I'm working. And you could learn to do my job.
You could. I bet you could. You just random do. You have to learn how to copy paste, though. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that. I don't think your little feeties will be able to handle that, but that's okay.
Anyway. Now he's demanding pets because I woke him up because I was talking to him. And thanks for waiting. I got lemonade and strawberry juice. Which one would you like? I'll take the strawberry juice. Here you go. Thanks. How much was it? No charge. It's a small token of thanks. Huh? Did I do something for you? You treated my wounds yesterday. What? Then I don't deserve this. I only did what was right. Just take it. It's the least I could do. Then, Nikkei's smile convinced me to take it. Are we going to get a CG of us eating? Because we get one every time. There we go. Aww. This one's cute. Look at us just sitting there with our little drinks. Yeah, it's essentially a sandwich. Like, she doesn't have one, though. She must have finished before he came back. Thank you. You're welcome. I took a sip of the juice. Wow, this juice is so rich and flavorful. I should go there again sometime. Oh, was it your first time trying it too? I'm glad you like it. I'll try out the bread. Nikkei took a small bite of the bread he bought. I watched him to see his reaction. I mean, to be fair, it's fig jam, so it is essentially a giant fucking fig Newton. Therefore, a fig Newton is a sandwich. In case you were ever wondering, fig Newtons count as sandwiches. Oh. You don't need to... No, but bring back the CG. This is great. It's delicious. I know, right? I was so happy that I leaned towards him. Yeah, thanks for telling me about it. I'll try a different one next time. Wow, that's great. I tried it out the other day and I really liked it. And does the lineup change? No, it's probably the same. It's always plain bread, jam, and the ham and cheese. Oh, really? But maybe the jam changes. She mentioned it was fig today. Oh, yeah. I've been thinking. Maybe the old lady makes everything. The bread, jam, and even the ham. I think so, too. You should ask her next time you see her. Nikkei took another bite of the bread. I mean, she did say, something about the lifting up the fruit for the jam hurts her back, so... I'm so happy. Seeing Nikkei enjoy the bread was heartwarming. You might know the town better than me. Huh? You know more good food spots, don't you? Not really. You don't come into town often? I do, but I don't know much about the food here. What do you usually eat when you go out? Whatever catches my eye, I guess. Yeah, me too. I'm not picky about my food, but I don't really have a favorite either. Oh, but... Nikkei looked at his bread with a smile. I like this one a lot. It's really good. That's great. Nikkei looked like he had given something up, but there was no reason for him to feel that way, so perhaps it was just my imagination. He said this yesterday, but you're always so cheerful and it's amazing. Huh? You must already be determined to live with the cursed sword. It's not that I'm determined, but... I looked at the bread in my hand. If I didn't have the cursed sword, I wouldn't be here. I could have had a different life, maybe baking bread and living peacefully instead of being a soldier. No, wait. I guess I am determined. I didn't want to say something naive in front of Nikkei, so I glossed over it. It's not like I'm not scared, though. I'm scared of fighting, and I've heard that many who wield the cursed sword go insane. No way. It's just a legend, though. I forced a smile and sipped the juice. You're much stronger than you look. Huh? I don't mean that in a bad way. You're not... when you're not fighting, you look like a cute, regular girl who has nothing to do with war. He said cute. Nikkei mentioned it so naturally that it made me start to blush. And on the other hand, I'm so scared to fight. Sometimes just being at Nirvana can be nerve-wracking. Nikkei, look at me. You encouraged me yesterday, and here I am saying these things again. Let's work hard together. I feel like we should just be like, it's all right. I mean... It's probably, let's work hard together so we can motivate him to be a better fighter. But I feel like that goes against who he is. And I don't think it's a matter of, him wanting to be a better fighter. Posh wanted to, be better and everything. He just was disparaged from, everybody putting so much pressure on him. But, Nikkei is more I don't want to be here. So, I feel like being let's work hard together. And we'll teach you how to fight is I don't want to, though. You're forcing me to do something I don't want to. You know? So I feel like it's all right would be better. Nikkei, it's okay. We appreciate you for who you are. But it's probably let's work hard together. Yeah. Which I'm not sure I love. Let's work hard together, Nikkei. I mean, I guess you could take that as like, we'll work hard together. You like working hard to like do all the medic stuff that you enjoy doing or something, but it just feel like we're going to be like, don't worry, we'll train hard and get you into fighting shape. And it's like, but again, he's never really expressed that that's what he wants. Like, unless it's like, yeah, I would like to, but I just suck at it, so I just don't bother. I mean, but I just doesn't feel like that's what he's been saying the whole time. So, I don't know. We'll train together and become stronger. I'm also scared, and I'm not strong at all. Nikkei looked troubled. The color of his eyes was an unusual off-purple mixed with a silvery hue. He blinked numerous times, lost in thought. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Nikkei smiled faintly. It still carried hints of bewilderment, but it made me feel relieved. We chatted at the table, looking out at the ocean until it was time for our next class. We talked about normal things, but since we rarely had time like this at school, I felt like I had grown closer to him. You're preening while I pet you. You're like living your best life over here, bird. The next morning, Instructor Mia visited early, directing me to Queen Kyora's castle. She didn't tell me why I was called, so I assumed it'd be about the cursed sword. I hope they found something out about the sword. Another travel visit? I halted upon entering the hall. The three monarchs were already waiting, their gazes fixed on me as I walked in. It's rare to see all three together. Wait, bring up my boyfriend. What's going on? Wait, will they tell me to leave Nirvana because the sword is unstable? Oh, girl, get over it, no. Amidst my growing anxiety, I approached, kneeling before them.
It's been a while. You doing good?
Yes, thank you.
Remember, you're always welcome to visit.
Thank you. I look forward to it. I know it's probably not the voice we gave him, but... King Ildis's bold smile was warm, and it eased my worries. They weren't expelling me from Nirvana. There he is. God, I love this man so much. We heard about Gustav, and we're sorry he wasn't monitored more closely. It's all right. Your mother and the girl are unharmed, so rest assured. Yes, thank you so much for your support. Not at all. Queen Kyora's smile was always so gentle. When she offered me that smile, I felt as though all my troubles disappeared. They're acting the same as usual, so maybe it's not about the cursed sword. Are they here to check on me after all the issues with Instructor Gustav? I was relieved for a brief moment. Then Queen Kyora suddenly looked grim. King Ildis and King Sarazar also looked like they were hesitating on who should speak next. So this isn't good news. Yeah, see, she looks chill. Ildis looked fine. Sarazar looks like he's on panic mode with the sweat drop. I can tell her, Kiora. With the details the way they are, I'm most fitting to let her know. What's going on? What do they want to tell me? No. This occurred in my nation. I should be the one to tell her. Queen Kiora? Queen Kiora slowly walked towards me and gently took my hand. Her warm, delicate fingers enclosed mine. I take no pleasure in when I have to tell you. Are we going to go back to, like, there's a spy thing again? Queen Kyora's expression was one of deep sorrow. She never looked like that before, even when we first met after the attack. It only heightened my anxiety. I wish I didn't have to say this, but you deserve to know the truth. Queen Kyora, what's this about? Is this directly related to me? Yes. I instinctively looked toward King Ildis and King Sarazar for support. They remained silent with somber faces. I wouldn't imagine... No, okay, I was like, I feel like it's going to be the same thing. There's a spy! And it's like, well, it's Richard. Unless it's Nikkei this time, and maybe that's why you shouldn't do Nikkei's route, or it was locked until you did Abel's route. Huh? But otherwise, there's really no reason for it to have been locked because we learned about the spy and Abel. You know what I mean? But that's what this scene feels like, is that scene? So, even King Sarazar's usual composure was replaced with concern. You mentioned Tashk Village was responsible for attacking your village in the past war. Yes, I'm certain of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause this is the same conversation, I'm pretty sure. Well, our investigation found that Tashk Village suffered similarly. Vigilantes from both villages were abducted or killed, with attempts to pin it on each other by twisting information. What?
And the instigator was...
Romua from the east. What? Romua? I mean, this is the exact fucking conversation we had in Abel's route, so it's gonna come down to there's a spy again. Romua? That's what we think.
Lately, there's been a lot of Romulan activity in the West, so we've been concerned.
You've seen it yourself? I recall the menacing group I saw in Azul.
We still don't have definitive proof. The conflict between Auxerre and Trashk was too abrupt and...
Tashk, not Trashk. I always want to call him Trash Village, but... What exactly are you suggesting, King Ildis? Please just tell me.
We've dispatched Ignis for a closer look, but the state of the bodies implied the culprit's expertise. The attackers weren't mere village guards. It's concluded those seasoned in warfare were involved in this too.
No.
You might not see it yet, but to a veteran, the blood marks on a sword can reveal if its bearer hesitated to take a life.
The blood marks on a sword. There were a few possibilities. Romula could have secretly sent their troops. Alternatively, they may have hired skilled mercenaries without direct involvement. Or they camouflaged their presence and posed as a Nirvana student. What? Meaning a student could secretly be a mercenary operating under our noses. No. It's simply a possibility. You know that the combat skills of Nirvana students are the best in Ortesia, do you not? Naturally, Nirvana students come to mind when considering those skilled in warfare. Granted, we promptly conducted a thorough investigation of the area.
Yet we found no evidence suggesting any form of rebellion. Laveri is a peaceful nation. You, more than anyone, are aware of this.
Yes. All I could do was nod.
We doubt it was done by a student, but what do you think?
Of course. There's no way my friends would do that. Here's the fun part about this conversation. Like, there could be... What? No, none of my friends would do that. You have, like, 5 friends, and there's, like, 100 students in this school minimum. I mean, that's just an under-exaggeration. There's probably thousands of kids here. So you don't think anyone could have done... Really? Richard? We know he did, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Here's my problem with this. Is this route basically going to be a fucking repeat? Where it's like, oh, and then we're going to see, and Modesto's going to die, and then it's going to be and it's like, am I going to be reading the same shit? Because, like, this is basically the same fucking scene that was in, like, Abel's route. And, like, this is going to be, like, 90% of fucking, like, is it going to be all the same? Because, like, that takes a lot of it, like, a lot of shit away from the rest. You know? I don't know. I mean, I get it. The overarching theme is going to be the same. Ramu is the big problem type of a thing. But, like, so far it's like, you had Abel's route, which was like, okay, great. The Ramua thing. Oh, my God, but it makes sense because Abel is his son. And then you had Lustin's, which had absolutely nothing to do with Ramua. He had his own little fucking story. And then you get to Posh, whose story is basically usurping all of Abel's shit. With like, I'm going to defeat the king of Ramua. And it's like, yeah, but... I mean, he still had mostly his own story, but then, like, that is like, yeah, but that kind of, I don't know. And then now Nikkei's route is, so far, okay, we've had a couple of moments, and now it's going to be basically Abel 2.0, but, like, slightly different, because we're not going to talk to Abel, but, like, the whole plot's going to be the fucking same. I mean, it's starting out that way, and so I'm like, like, I just... feel like you could have found a way to tie in the major Ramu was a big bad evil theme without overlapping the routes so fucking much. And I might have started this part not remembering what the fuck we did a couple days ago. But I'm like, but I had this conversation in Abel's route and I don't want to read it all over again. Just like, listen, I know it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, if you're going to do this, you're going to take me out of Nikkei's route completely if his whole thing's going to be, and then we got to search for the person and then it's going to be 90% of copying and pasting Abel's route and just, you know what I mean? Like, with just a few little tweaks. That's going to be boring as fuck. So, like, I don't know. So right now, not feeling it. Not feeling it, and you're going to ruin it for me. But to be fair, it could just be this conversation. It could go a completely different way, and they might turn it out and just be like, we had to overlap a little bit. But at the moment, I'm like, oh, so I'm just reading the same shit I did in Abel's route, and we're going down the same fucking route again? But this time with Nikkei instead of Abel, and there's less stakes, and like, I don't... Could have done something else? I don't know. So, and I know we shouldn't judge the route until we finished it, but like in the moment, in the middle of it, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know, so.
You're right, my apologies.
As part of Nirvana, I'm sure you're familiar with Romua's reputation. The Serial Treaty forbids their invasion from the east. I wanted to believe in that, yada yada, get to the point. When considering their conquests in the east, we can easily assume their next move. To invade this side. The room fell silent at my words. I was shocked at myself for saying that aloud. The conflict between Oxair and Tashk might have been for the sake of the cursed sword. How so? In peacetime, the sword lies dormant. If war reached your village, it might awaken. That might have been their plan. Oh. My legs trembled. Amid the chaos of flames and screams, the chilling sound of clashing swords. I'd managed to suppress those memories, but now they returned vividly. That also, I mean, like, to be fair, that plan's kind of stupid. Because, like, when we thought it was Tashk Village coming to get the sword, I mean, I don't know why this is shocking to her, because, like, the guys that came that we thought were from Tashk Village, which were probably mercenaries from Ramua now, okay, sure. Like, they showed up and they're like, yeah, we're gonna be creepy, gross perverts and assault you, nasty. But it was like, we're here for the cursed sword. I mean, they specifically said that's what they were invading for. Right? But it's kind of a stupid plan because, like, we know from Pasha's route, when we're fighting Igor, he's like, I'll kill you, and then my master, then, like, what's his name, Razian will get the cursed sword, and it's like, yeah, but, like, first of all, the cursed sword wouldn't jump like that. But even if it did, you don't know where it's going to go. He doesn't know. Then nobody knew at the time that it was possessed by Wilhelm, right? But, like, even if that were the case, like, wouldn't you think, like, logically, it's like, I'm going to kill you and then I'm going to take possession, so Igor would do it. But he might have said a line something like that about, like, I'll take possession of it and then I'll be the right hand for my king. Like, in service of his king. Okay, fine. But you're just going to send some random fucking mercenaries to go in there and then that random mercenary's going to have the cursed sword. And how are you controlling that dude? You know what I mean? Like, Igor is I want to say the noble purpose, because that's, you know, whatever. But in his mind, and I guess if you're put yourself in Romua's side, he has this noble purpose to serve King Razian. So if he had the cursed sword, oh, absolutely, he'd do whatever for his king, right? Because, like, whatever. He wouldn't be like, wait, I've got it now. Fuck this guy. I'm the king. Like, that wouldn't, I don't think that would cross his mind. But you think you send some random douche to get the sword and you thought that was going to work? I mean, I guess because it's been dormant for so long, the stories are so whatever that they don't really know. They're like, let's just grab it and go, and they don't really know how it's going to work. They're not really thinking it possesses someone. So I guess they were thinking, like, we'll just go find it, grab it, bring it back to Igor and Razian, and then whatever. And, like, then when it awoke and possessed me, then they're like, so that's how it works. Okay.
All right, all right, all right. So those were in the stories, and we just thought that was weird, and people were drunk when they wrote that. So, I mean, I guess. Because otherwise, their plan makes no sense if you think about it. Like, what were you going to do? Like, anyway. I had managed to suppress those memories, but now they return vividly. So, it was the cursed sword's fault. Stupid Wilhelm! I'm just kidding.
Make no mistake. Queen Cura? We did not summon you here so that you could avenge your loved ones.
Too bad, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
As I told you earlier, you have the right to know the truth. That's why we called you.
Did you not want to know this? I feel like we should be like, nope. But she's probably, I mean, fair. It's probably thank you for telling me the truth. But yeah, okay. I mean, like, no, but honestly, like, in the scheme of the game, yes, it would have been.
No, I thank you for telling me this.
I see.
Thanks for telling me hot stuff. Actually, I'm just glad you called me here so I could look at you. I tuck my hair behind my ear, blush a little, and giggle. Sarah's are so hot.
What? Listen! I can act like a 14-year-old girl around the man if I want to. Just the embarrassed giggling because he's so hot part, you know.
To be honest, part of me didn't want to hear about it. But I'd hate not knowing the truth more. I knew you would say that. Queen Cura smiled gently with sadness.
With regards to this matter, we will continue our investigation. Knowing Romeo, they might have planted a spy already. We must nip that in the bud. You should be careful as well. I doubt they'd suddenly attack you in Frontier, but it's still possible.
No, they have, so it's not impossible. Not in this route, but in others. Yes, I understand. I couldn't tell if I was nodding or I just hung my head low. I felt so tired that I couldn't even lift my face back up. I feel so tired right now that I can barely speak, to be dead honest.
Holy shit.
You're wise. Despite the pain, I trust you'll not let anger take control of you. King Eldis and King Sarazar both nodded in agreement. Your kindness is your strength and weakness. Please, do not let darkness consume you. Transitions. I don't know what it is. I all of a sudden just got so fucking tired. So fucking tired. I'm also hungry. I am not doing good. Holy shit. I could literally, like, it's taking every bit of energy I have to speak right now. I don't know where this came from, but I am like, I want to. If I were a sim, my energy bar would be so red, it'd be like, oh, she gonna pass out any second. Like, from energy fatigue, not just from random reasons. But, like, I want to curl up in a ball on my floor and take a nap. But I can't, because I gotta eat after this and go back to work. But, like, holy shit. Because this is my lunch break. But, like, man, I should have taken a nap, but I'm so behind. It's not that I'm behind. I'm ahead enough, but it's like, if I don't finish Nikke's route before I go on vacation, it's gonna be one of those, it's been like 2 weeks, what the hell happened? You know what I mean? I think as this is posting, I'm back already. Are we in November right now? I don't even know. But, I mean, I have time next week to record, to be fair. I have all this week, and I have a little bit of time next week, so. But it's like, oh my god. I was like, I have to go up, I have to record at lunch, because if I don't, I'll be demotivated, I won't do it in the afternoon, and it's like, I need a nap so bad. But this might be all I can do today. Oh my god. After I left the castle, I headed to town. Something was still bothering me, and I didn't want to return to Nirvana just yet. Is Nirvana my bed? Because I so want to go there. I'm in that state of tired. Everything's kind of funny. Wow. It just, you never know when you get that tired. All of a sudden you're like, wow, I'm really fucking exhausted. And you just feel a little goofy. But everything is heavy. What the fuck? It just came out of nowhere. So Romeo had did it. It wasn't proven yet, but it was highly likely. I managed to stay composed because it was convincing enough. It was such an unexpected attack. We never had any issues with Tashk Village, so no one knew why they suddenly attacked. But if Romua was behind it, it made sense. Do they want the cursed sword that bad? If the cursed sword wasn't there, Dad...
Big sis!
A small hand tapped me on the back. Mark, it's been a while.
Good day. Wait, do I say good evening right now?
Both would work at this hour. Anyway, I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm great. There's a lot to learn, but Salon and everyone else are so kind to me.
That's good to hear. I feel like we had this conversation with him in Abel's Rod, too. In a different location, but still.
You don't look happy, big sis.
Huh?
You look sad.
Oh. I should have left my sadness at the Lunaria tree. What? Why did that come out like... I should have left my sadness at the Lunaria tree. It sounds like some kind of weird old proverb or some shit. Mark looked up at me with his innocent eyes, filling me with guilt. I'm sorry for making you worry. There's something bothering me, but you made me feel a lot better. I gently patted his soft hair.
Oh yeah? That's good, I guess.
His head tilt made him look so young. I couldn't believe this young boy crossed the mountain range alone. Listen, Mark. I got on one knee to meet Mark's eye. I didn't have time to tell you this, but my village was also burned down.
Yeah, I know that.
What? Did someone tell you?
Yeah, Guido told me. He said you were trying really hard, so I should too.
I could already imagine how Guido explained it to Mark. Everyone in town already knew about the cursed sword in me. Most people were friendly, but of course, there were those who laughed at my lack of control over it. I was relieved since I didn't want Mark to hear about that.
Guido said that he was the same as me. He also lost his family because of war.
Oh, really? And yet, we have a war academy. I frequently visited Green Drops to deliver Lunaria flowers, but I never really talked to them much. Now that I thought about it, I didn't know much about Guido or Colette.
Guido also said that I should forget about Romula.
What?
He said I should forget them, not hate them, because it wouldn't make me happy. I was talking to Salon and Guido. I told them I wanted to defeat Romula and I needed to learn sword fighting. That's when Guido told me that. He also said he'd teach me when I fall for a girl and want to protect her. I don't get how that's different.
Yeah, it might be hard for you to understand right now, Mark.
Because I'm still a kid?
You can be an adult and still struggle with the same thing.
Sounds complicated.
You're like, yeah. I wanted to help Mark because of how innocent he was, but I knew it was something I couldn't do. Look, it's not that Guido doesn't want to teach you sword fighting. I think he just doesn't want you to be consumed by hatred.
You mean towards Romula?
Yeah, or, I mean, anything really, but at the moment, Romula, yeah.
But
my experience was a little different, but I still haven't gotten over it yet. I get sad and lonely. It still hurts.
Yeah, I guess so.
But if you start to blame someone for that or hate them, your heart becomes cold. I don't want you to be like that, Mark. It was like looking in a mirror. I was saying this not only to Mark, but also to myself. I was trying to admonish myself after what the monarchs told me. I don't want bad things to happen to you. I want you to experience lots of happy things.
Happy things.
It's great to want to become stronger and a great sword fighter, but I touched Mark's hair again. You shouldn't be consumed by hatred. Okay. I know we're like 10 minutes under, to be fair, but I'm dying here. Like, I am so fucking tired. I need to stop before my body, like, fucking fails on me. So, we're gonna cut this part a little short, and hopefully I'll be back later today. I mean, for you, it'll be like not tomorrow, but the day after. But like, hopefully, I can record more today. If not, then tomorrow we will get a good night's sleep and we will be back with energy to spare. I do not know what the hell is wrong with me right now, but I am so fucking tired that like it's a struggle trying to read and talk. Like, it really is. So, I'd rather we just stop short than, you know, than try to force myself to struggle anymore. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.